and welcome to today's episode of CCTV. Hi guys, Christina Carlyle here, and welcome to today's episode. Today's episode, I feel, couldn't come at a better time because last week was a super moon, and I swear to God, I woke up and had 3 dozen emails before noon on the morning of the super moon saying, oh my gosh, I just gained like 5 pounds. I just stepped on the scale. It said that my weight's up. It hasn't been this far up in so long. What am I doing wrong? This sucks. Help me, help me, help me. So today's episode is all about why your weight can fluctuate 4, 5, sometimes up to 10 pounds overnight. Don't worry, it's temporary. And so I'll go over what's causing it and how to fix it so you can get it right and get it tight and get your weight back to where you want it. So the first reason is the moon. This may sound crazy, but there are actual writings that go back to 63 AD in Rome, where it was recorded that if you pluck fruit at the same time as a full moon, it's going to be juicier, it's going to taste better because it's juicier, it's retaining water. Well, your body has the same reaction when the moon is full, especially this past super moon when it was all over the news. The moon was crazy, really pretty pictures of it online, everybody was all excited, but so many people were waking up like, damn, do I have cankles? Like, why do I feel like the Michelin Man? Well, you may be sensitive to that lunar effect that the moon has on the gravitational pull of your body and your water. So about 70% of your body is made of water, so it kind of makes sense. And I've actually noticed that a lot of those ladies were water signs. So if you're a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer, you may be a little extra sensitive to the moon's lunar cycle and how it affects your body. But it should be noted that when the moon goes down and it has to like reset and it goes from full to waning, that your water weight tends to go down too. So it kind of is what it is. You can't really control that. But if you control your sodium intake and your carbohydrate intake, the next two things that can affect your water weight, then you can kind of minimize that. So for sodium, the recommended range is 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams a day. Now, it depends on who you ask. The American Heart Association, if you look up hypertension guidelines, everybody seems to have their own magic number, the range being between 1,500 milligrams and 2,300 a day. However, a lot of people go way over that, especially if you're eating foods that have a longer shelf life. So the longer the shelf life, the higher the sodium intake, the more water you're retaining. So if you do feel like you're experiencing weight gain, you might want to take a step back and be like, what's my salt intake then? I know for me, every time I have my pretzels, that's like my guilty pleasure. I love it. When I have my little organic pretzels, I tend to blow up, but I'm kind of okay with that because I love my pretzels. Again, with the carbohydrates, if you take a step back and say, how have my eating habits been, and you find that you've been eating a lot of carbs. Now, it doesn't matter if they're good, healthy carbs, like sweet potato, brown rice, vegetables, or if you're eating processed stuff like cakes or cereals or whatever. Carbs, simple or complex, sorry, can't help it, but every single carb, whether it's good or bad, will retain, as a general rule of thumb, 3 grams of water. So this is why Atkins was so popular, why high protein, low carb diets are so popular, because when you wipe out those carbs, and instead of eating maybe 200 a day, now you're only eating 20 a day, you're not retaining all those extra grams of water. So, I mean, it makes sense if you want to get a little tighter kind of dress to impress, or you just want to look good on a Friday night in your dress, or you just want to go on the beach and not have to like suck it in as much. If you cut out sodium and cut your carbs way down for a week, your weight can drop dramatically. Sometimes it's 10 pounds in a week, but it's only water and it's only temporary. That's why body wraps are popular, because they get all that water weight out. So it's temporary water weight, it's not fat. But it will help regulate your weight so you don't step on the scale and be like, oh my God, why am I 10 pounds heavier? Like, don't freak out. It's not permanent. You're good. The next tip I have is to make sure that you are going regularly. Are you dropping a deuce daily? If not, you want to step up your fiber intake, eat more vegetables, eat more fruits, drink a lot of water to help kind of get that stuff out of your system. Foods that are high in preservatives and additives and artificial ingredients also have a preservative effect in your body, meaning that the foods you eat kind of just get stuck in your pipes. And when you eat foods that are higher in fiber, natural, leafy, green vegetables and fruits, they'll kind of go in your system, hang on to the stuff that's in your pipes and kind of help pass all of that naturally. So that could be a reason why your weight has gone up, and if so, no big deal. All you have to do is get your pipes unclogged and you'll be going again. Good to go. Be aware you may have an intolerance or an allergy or something going on in your body that's causing an inflammatory response. So a lot of preservatives, artificial ingredient foods, also foods that you may have an intolerance to or an allergy, you may not even know it. Corn, soybeans, dairy, some meat products. If you are insensitive or intolerant, or if you're sensitive, or intolerant to these foods, your body is going to react by having an anti-inflammatory response. It's going to secrete an anti-inflammatory reaction that's going to go in and try to calm down everything that's making your body upset at a cellular level, trying to keep you healthy and protect you from this infection that it thinks is going on. But really, you're just putting into your body things that are just kind of like jazzing up your cells and saying, we don't like this. Your body's going to try to protect you. But when your body's protecting you and secreting this anti-inflammatory response, this natural thing, it's also kind of saying, okay, leptin, go away. Leptin, stop secreting. And leptin's really important. Leptin is a hormone that your body secretes when it's saying, okay, we're full, we can stop eating now. It's triggering you to know your limit to put the fork down and stop eating. If leptin is now not letting you know that you should stop eating and you're continuing to eat foods that you're allergic or intolerant to or something that's triggering this inflammation, it's this really nasty cycle of eat, negative effect, the inflammation, crave, eat, inflame, crave, eat. And if you do this long enough, over a long period of time, you can seriously affect your hormone levels, not just leptin. Leptin is one of 7 hormones that regulates your weight, but it's also really scary because sometimes that cycle gets so ingrained in your body and you now don't have those hormones, those natural hormones letting you know, hey, there's a problem. So if you don't know there's a problem, your willpower kind of goes out the window and you really have to fight extra hard to get it right and get it tight. So I know that's scary. I don't want to freak you out, but if you just start cycling foods or cutting out foods that are heavily processed, acidic, or anything that's known to have an intolerance or that's highly processed, dairy, soy, gluten, wheat, corn, if you cut those things out, kind of cycle your foods, you can identify what's affecting you. Or you can go get an allergy test. Been there, done that. That's how I found out I was allergic to stuff and how I found out I was actually self-sabotaging myself by eating dairy. Had no idea. Freaking poison to me. Soy, a little bit, but if I go organic soy, non-GMO soy, I'm okay. It's just crazy. It really is. There's so much to this whole weight loss thing and just keeping it right and keeping it tight. So I hope that doesn't freak you out too bad. It's most likely going to be the sodium and the carbohydrates, but just to let you know that the inflammation intolerance thing could be affecting you. So just so you're aware of that. In addition to the inflammation and intolerances, like I mentioned, there are 7 hormones that affect the way your body releases fat and can control and manipulate hunger. So if those hormones are off, you want to, maybe talk to your doctor. Again, try cycling your foods, which brings us to the last thing is medication. So I always say, when I'm working with a client, it's a good idea within your first month of working any one of my programs or trying a diet or exercise routine that you always want to eliminate any roadblocks you may have. And medications for a lot of people can contribute and just make your weight fluctuate because everybody's different, everybody responds differently. But I find that the top medications that affect people's weights like that overnight, you start it, oh my gosh, you're feeling symptoms right away the next day that just aren't cool. You're gonna wanna talk to your doctor. I recommend going to drugs.com typing in your medication, looking at your symptoms and feeling if any of those side effects match your symptoms, and then going and just making a decision that's best for you, whether it's contacting your doctor or trying to do something else, maybe natural. I always say go natural, but that's based on my own personal experiences and experiences that I've seen with people I've worked with personally. I'm just pro natural, okay? But if you're on a medication, don't you dare stop it until you talk to your doctor first and finding an alternative that would work better for you. But I find that it's hot medications that really affect people's weights and ability to lose weight and make it go up and down and frustrate you are birth control. So anything that controls your hormones. So if you're on birth control or you're on some sort of hormone replacement therapy, pregnancy kind of thing, post-pregnancy kind of thing, you want to take a look at that. Also, if you are on some anti-anxiety or antidepressant medication, 9 times out of 10, they're either going to increase your appetite or make you gain weight. There's just always some sort of weight symptom involved with an antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication. Also, you want to take a look at anything that's antibiotic, especially if it's a steroid. Prednisone especially. I mean, you'll just puff up. There's nothing you can do until that medication has run its course and naturally passed itself out of your body. But again, don't stop taking a medication until you talk with your doctor first. So there you have it. The moon, sodium, carbs, inflammation, hormones, medication, and your body's ability to pass and digest food are the 7 reasons why your weight can fluctuate. And you can be like, oh, hey, I just gained 5 pounds last night, WTF. So I hope this video helped you. If you like it, please like it. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. And if you don't want to miss next week's episode, please subscribe now because I make a new video every Thursday. I am Christina Carlyle. I'm a nutritionist trainer, your weight loss wing woman, helping you get it right so you can get it tight. I've been there, I've done that. I just want to help you get results too, because it's not fun stepping on the scale and being like, oh my God, because it can just really just kick you in the crotch, and it's not a fun way to start your day. Also really important, I just want to note, you want to make sure you're weighing yourself consistently too. So if you're weighing yourself at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're gonna see your weight fluctuate. You wanna weigh yourself in the same way, on the same scale, preferably naked before you eat or drink anything, after you use the bathroom, first thing in the morning. And you always wanna use the same scale. Because if you weigh yourself, first thing in the morning that way, and then you step on the scale in the afternoon, it's like, oh my God, I just gained 12 pounds. Well, no, you didn't. You want to make sure you're weighing yourself to keep as much inconsistency and get the truest possible measurement so you can really track your progress. You will see your weight fluctuate. Again, if you see it jump up 10 pounds overnight, it's most likely one of these 7 reasons why. But if you see that your weight has consistently gone up more than 3 pounds, then it's likely that it's a diet exercise thing and that you just need to tighten up your program. So, okay. I hope you like this video. Subscribe now if you don't want to miss next week's episode, and I will see you next time right here, same time, same place, every Thursday. I hope you have a good week, guys. Bye.